out and targeted, because Sleepwalker being the only monk in the game makes them a big target. And oh my goodness, the Thorny Roller already taking some of these players down. As you said it already, WBG with ult already. Roy Shishi very, very low, but is going to be able to take out 521's Pampy, getting that Soul Bloom, bringing them back up. BBE with a couple more kills onto the players of 521. We are going to see BaiGA trying to come through. We do see WBG able to get a kill here. Gets 2 into the second one onto JJH's Godly with a crazy parry coming out, and that is going to be it for JJH at the start of this game here. WBG picking 3 kills up very quickly, but 2 Moonbanes getting purchased by players of BBE. J-Team now facing off against Team GG, and GG is going to wipe them out clean as well. Zem, last player to fall as Team GG picks themselves up 3 eliminations. This has been a super quick game already. I am loving the energy coming up from these players so far.
It seems like the new format that most of these teams are going by is we're taking that 3v3 off spawn and we're living with the consequences. We're not seeing as much coin strategy coming out from these teams, playing it slow. We're looking for one fight off spawn, maybe another fight into Yang after we get a Moonbane, and we see half the lobby going down. 6 teams with 2 to 3 kills, the others with goose eggs. Now WBG looking at BBE. Both of these teams look like they're recovering with their white armor. Roy Shishi has a purple Hong Sword, though. He's looking to engage here. Both teams with white armor, except Sleepwalker stacked on the purple armor. Same with Tessa. This is the Tessa Monk comp. Let's see what they can get going. Sleepwalker is going to dive in, and Roy Shishi, seeing a Monk, has to be surprised right now. Moonbane's going to come down, though. BBE has the advantage here, but Roy Shishi's going to get grabbed. Tessa with the F has the charm. They do not get the slam. WBG in a tough position right now. Do they stay in to keep fighting? Do they look for the double grab? It looks like Sleepwalker's going to get the double grab, taking the team down. The Moonbane doesn't matter. Snack trying a little bit late with the V2, unable to save one of his teammates. Roshishi gets grabbed twice, and another double grab coming out from Sleepwalker, letting everyone know that his Monk is back, baby. Now, WBG's BaiGA getting decimated by the Moonbane. Roshishi still fighting back. F3 coming out from the crewmate. Snack looking to res here a little bit too early. Roshishi's trying to create the space. Healing Circle is going to be coming out. Both of them at half health. Not a smart place for WBG to continue fighting her, as the third party is coming in. They're going to pick up Roshishi, but XEG showing up to the party. Gonna get hit by the Moonbane and zoned down. BBE in complete shambles. WBG's going to try to make their way out of there, but they are down one member, and XCG has full cooldowns in hot pursuit on this super scaled up cannonball. We got purple weapons on Kakaxi and Shaunan in hot pursuit. No grapple distance, though. There's a chance that WBG is going to be able to pull away from here, keep their win. And it looks like BaiGA does have a res as long as this team's able to reset. A really great start for them at 5 kills already. XCG looks like they're going to give it up and look back and see what little bit of loot they can salvage here.
Oh my goodness. Double grab after double grab. Sleepwalker on Monk never disappoints. We're going to flip over now. XCG's Kakashi already in that Yodohime ult, trying to focus Ivan down as much as possible. They are going back down onto the other members of BBE as Kakashi gonna hop into that Feria mech here, backing off. They do have are in a little bit of trouble because BBE does have that second Moonbane. The reason they are still alive in these fights today is because of these Moonbanes. They have been saved time and time again from this, but BBE taking a lot of damage now, just using that Moonbane to try and hide from the players of XCG. That first Moonbane saved them from getting completely eliminated. They were able to get both of their players back into the same area, and now XCG hot in pursuit of BBE. Moonbane goes down, and this could be very dangerous for him. Ultimates were invested as DRG now waiting in the wings. All 3 ultimates available. This could be very dangerous for BBE, now getting caught between 2 very, very strong teams now. Flipping over to the other side, we are going to see 521 facing off against OUG. OUG have not engaged too much into this game so far. No kills up on the board. 5-2-1. We did see them get blitzed very early by BBE. We are now going to see them. They do not want to engage too much into this fight, because if they do end up overcommitting and failing, they will be completely eliminated from this game. But OUG is hungry for the kills. We're going to see the F2 come out from you, bringing it back around. Does not connect onto his second dash of the F2. We are going to see Pampy coming out into the Yodohime ult. OUG's U is going to opt to hop into that Faria mech right away, trying to peel for OUG's SS, knocking back Pampy, but now Pampy is in that Faria mech of himself, is just gonna get caught out. Shin Yu, and at you doing an amazing job of blitzing down the health of Pampy in the Faria mech here.
Yeah, you're seeing OUG open up onto the Faria. They delay their Yodo ult to keep it up for this second half. Now, Yu does have his Yodo ult up. 5-2-1, no ults to their name. They have to be careful, though. FPX is lurking in the tree. Tessa, Viper, looking for the assassination play. OUG doesn't spot it, though. OUG is going to invest their F2 in. The V3 is going to come out. 5-2-1. Looks like they took the brunt of the ambush. So Pampy trying to get away. Has the Tessa all. Water's going to clean this up with a clean kill onto Yodo. 5-2-1. Unlucky with the third party. Gonna fall victim to FPX in the tree. No one can see them in the tree. They're just out in the open. There's no leaves on this tree. But FPX still finding pieces of OUG running away. They do managed to pick off OUG's SS. Their Faria taken down. Now Sinyu just wants to get away, keep his loot, possibly regroup with his team, but Don King doesn't, has him in his eyesight. Going into the zone, Shinyu trying to shake him. Bob, Weave, get out of here. He's going to use a lot of this terrain to get out of here. He tries to backtrack, goes a little bit early. Wait, he's turning his defense into offense. Don King making a mistake here with the Yushan. Don King's Viper at the edge right now. F3 is going to be coming out, but Water with the PO and the F2. Woo! I haven't seen an F2 in a while now. I heard rumors that some Teslas were running it right now. That stun ended up saving Don King and able to pick up another extra kill onto OUG.
Very surgical third party there from FunPlus Phoenix to be able to come through, just hide in the tree, pick off a couple kills from each team. OUG's U looks to be the last one standing on OUG, and 5-2-1 look to be almost fully eliminated. Oh, they're fully back up onto the field here, as we are going to see these players closing into the realm of Yangs. It looks like GG and J-Team might be facing off a second time around that Morris Blessing in the Plumed Castle. We see BBE down in the city of Tang, not engaging too quickly. It looks like they aren't going to try and go for this realm of Yang, but WBG wants to go in. We are going to see one team enter, two are going to be going in, as we're seeing XCG versus KLA in the Biweek 2 first realm of Yang. We've got the Sand Siphon comp running the Karumi variation versus what we see to be the Cannonball comp. And here we go.
Gator's gonna be popping his ult, immediately targeted. Yodo's popping her ult, trying to hold him down, but Takeda wisely backing off right now, trying to use the pillars to his advantage. Link's gonna come down onto the Krumi, trying to deny this with the F3, able to dodge Bob, Weave with that healing circle, armor circle. Everyone's capped off right now, and space 2 going in. Yodo's into the Faria ultimate. KLA on the back foot now, but they still have the Takeda ult. U-Shot ult's going to be invested. Everyone's taking the skies, trying to avoid the two Transformers damage. KLA 17S trying to peel as best as he can, but KLA's the Takeda hot on his heels, trying to keep his CXZ alive. Looking around the corner, the Faria is down to 1 HP. So is the Takeda, both of them in a last hit situation. Temi is low as well. Anyone can take this round. Yodo with the F2 already invested. Everyone's trying to kite. Everyone's trying to buy time. 2-on-1 on the outside. But Takeda's trying to find this last hit on the Freya. She's too slippery. She can't get away. Cavalry Balloon's coming out from Yodo. What can he do? He is going to get taken down now in a 3v2 situation. KLA 17S is going to get juggled on XCG. Just like that, everyone was low. In a blink of an eye, all of KLA gets taken down.
Oh my goodness. The cannonball coming out on top as we're going to flip over. DRG's WFZ getting dangerously low here. Is going to try and back off a little bit, but is going to end up going down. Almost saved himself with the Hepta detach from the longsword there. They are going to end up getting the kill. Team Bauda picking up their second kill of the game. They do have that Vermilion's bird buff. They are going to try and chase down OUG's Shin Yu now, seeing if they can get up fast, as they are going to end up running into both Shin Yu and SSU also back on the board now. They did end up going down a little bit earlier, but we are going to see them back into the fight, and they are going to hop on the offensive here. Bauda Ziran taking a lot of damage from the, oh my goodness, taking a lot of damage from Team OUG. Is going to end up backing off the Heptadatch onto SS, giving him a little bit of health back here, giving him a recovery, a good amount of time to hang out. We are going to see OUGU getting hit with the Heptadatch as well, trying to run away, but we are going to see OUG Shin Yu doing an amazing job on the Yushan to lock down these players for OUG's Yu to come through with the Yodo ultimate. Bauda's peak is getting just absolutely blitzed. They do not have too much to worry about though, because they do have that Vermilion's Bird Might. They are just trying to kite as long as possible, but unfortunately they are going to go down. OUG picking up another couple of kills as Bauda is going to take their respawns.
Bauda's Yaron tries desperately to finish off popping that Cicada a little bit earlier, but he gets a little bit too close to you, and you on that Yodo turns that offense completely around and hits him with all 3 slashes. The Feria does a really good job of surviving the Cicada burst, but his 2 teammates do a really good job on that Yushan and Yodo to make sure the Feria is safe. A lot of the matchup, Sand Siphon versus Cannonball, really comes down to the wire of whether or not the Takeda can survive and whether or not the Yodo or Feria can survive, and it's really anyone's game. I would still say it's slightly favored to Cannonball, but because of the defensive capabilities of Siphon, I always say that defensive strategies are a little bit easier to execute, even though the other comp has the edge. Playing defense, just lower margin of error, and we're going to see JJ8's Moran going to get caught out here. Last one standing of his team. He just wants to play a little bit of placement, but KLA's QGG is not going to let him out of here. Now, transitioning to the second half of the game, a lot of duos and solos running around. And these teams at this point in the game have scaled up so much that taking a big fight, taking a big investment here outside of the buff isn't worth it. We're seeing Baudas respawning with their buff. Yaron wants to keep all of this loot and set up for this second Yan. I'm excited to see another big matchup here. It looks like more teams are willing to go into Yang this time around, and that may change in the future, but for now, with Soul Blooms being the way they are, a lot of teams find their off-spawn fights, gets a kill, keeps those Soul Blooms ready, so even though they may win or lose inside Yang, they have an insurance plan to pick up Soul Blooms to cure their Yang depletion. Now we're seeing FPX stacked out of their minds with the Viper Tessa Wu Chen. We saw them a little bit earlier taking down OUG, and this is the part during Worlds that was really wild to me and showed me kind of the future of Naraka, that it was assumed that if you're a good fighting team that you just get to go to Yang, you get to snowball your lobby, but all the teams had really, really intricate ambushes waiting for teams going to Yang, so it was no longer a secure thing that on Transformers or on your Sand Siphon that you just got in for free. A lot of the times you saw some triangle ambushes where multiple Wu Chen would come in distracting you and you just get blindsided by a Tessa and Viper. Really, really cool stuff depending on the terrain, especially around Plume Castle, especially around any large towers, and especially around this snow area and trees that we're seeing FPX set up an ambush right now.
Yeah, the ambush that they had at the start of the game was absolutely amazing. And hopefully we can see them pull it off again. One of those things that we do love to see is those tactical nukes coming through with the Viper, timing it perfectly to drop down and stun these players without them having a second to even move around and try and maneuver outside of the Viper ult as you would normally do if they just popped it in a regular team fight situation. So we're taking a look now. OUG's SS just parading around the portal here, seeing what their options are. They are taking some range fire from Bauda. Looks like they want to push them off, and oh my goodness, Shin Yu getting heavily damaged. Looks like somebody might have armor pierce here as we're flipping over to the other side. Tessa stuns galore. We're trying to see the double slam go off, and it looks like Fun plus Phoenix has got themselves into a little bit of a pickle. WBG trying to go for this double grab here. Sleepwalker looks like he's not going to be able to hit it. Gets a single onto Xiaohu. It looks like water is going to be low, and the double slam coming out. Oh my goodness, Xiaohu is going to be the last player, and they are going to Wu Chen port out. Xiaohu very, very low. 2 kills picked up by Team WBG there, and it looks like they are going to be able to get that reset off, revive their players, and continue on into this fight as XCG in the Realm of Yang against OUG here. We're going to see Kakashi sending out some very precise Yodo shots onto SS, trying to take out the Feria here, doing a very good job at it, but we are going to see the pillar go down before, and SS getting very dangerously low is going to try and back off. Yu is able to hop into the mech, trying to make something happen against XCG Xiaonan in the mech, but Shin Yu trying to peel for the team. The mech is going to go down, so OUG's Yu in a little bit of trouble against Kakashi here. It is going to go down before he even gets a chance to launch that Viper ultimate or the Yodo ultimate. We are going to see now it's just Shin Yu versus in a 3v1. Gets out of that Yushan ult, and the health bar just drops to 0. Almost inevitable. Very unfortunate to see as we're flipping back over now. Bauda's Yiran fighting against KLA's QGG is going to be going dangerously low in that. And it looks like someone on Team Bauda has got armor pierce on a musket, taking the KLA's QGG out extremely low, leaving CXZ the last remaining player alive on KLA.
Wow, the XCG matchup on the can roll there. Yushan really clutched it up there. Feria was on the brink of getting out of that situation, and he hits a flying slam in the mid pillar right as Feria's about to get away. 1 HP and just barely clips her, and they're able to secure that win. Now, the interesting thing happening right now is WBG with a new compositions. Karumi, Monk, Tessa already up to 10 kills transition in his endgame. Now, will this Monk be able to get value on Hollerup? A lot of wide angles, a lot of Temis everywhere, a lot of Ferias everywhere. It doesn't feel very safe for a Monk, but we do have an F3 Kurumi there to accompany him, and they're finding a lot of value, surprising the Tessa Vipers. I know that team was very surprised running into a Tessa Monk out in the snow. Now we're seeing OUG might be running into Bauda here in the bushes, out of nowhere, responding. Yu, realizing an ambush is inside of here, immediately dives onto his target, Takeda, looking for the F2, getting the uppercut already. The Takeda is really, really low. Can you connect with his ultimate? It looks like they're going to go with the Feria ult instead, delaying it. Aurora Breast's going to be invested now, but Uran has to be careful here. Stuck in the corner here. 2 shoves down already. Yu's poking him to death. Non-stop damage coming out from the Feria, and now Yu still has his Yodo ult on. Wants to clean this up, keep up his ultimate. Yushan ult's going to be invested to clean up the last 2 of Bauda. Zipping has nowhere to go. The juggle's coming out from Shin Yu against the corner where his other teammate just died. And finally, Yu is going to be popping his ult. Wants to secure this kill quickly, but Bauda's peak is able to back off right now. Jing inside zone. Maybe trying to go for the rest right now. Peak trying to buy some space for him, but Feria and Yodo are going to connect to them. What can Zipping do? F1's going to be invested. And now surrounded on both sides. Yu coming in with the F2. Nowhere left to go. What can the Zipping do? Wait, but he does find a kill right now. Bringing it back. Looks for the parry. He's not able to get it. Does get a one-shot, but gets crossed by both of them at the same time. And OUG is going to wipe them out, but at the cost of all their ultimates. Is now 5-2-1 coming in with the third party. Pampy tries to lock him down, but OUG's Yu's movement's too slick with it. We're out of there. We're around the corner. We're ready halfway across the map. Yu able to survive that situation. Now to the south, J team, WBG, DRG porting out in a 3v3v3. It looks like DRG still has full cooldowns up. WBG with that Monk composition coming in with a third party, poking at BBE. Doesn't want a hard commit right now. At this point in the game, when you have 6 to 10 kills, you really want to play for that placement point and that placing multiplier to just increase every point you possibly can have. Every kill starts losing value as the round extends, and the point multiplier ends up meaning a lot more. But WBG wants to see if they can, what DRG is working with, to see if any of their cooldowns were used. With the Link and F3 attached to the Monk, it looks like WBG sees that there's too many targets around. They're surrounded by two teams. It's just too much hostility right now. Too much guaranteed mutual destruction. Now back to the platform. GG's walking in right now, looking super stacked. Now GG last year was probably one of the most consistent Siphon teams. They moved away from V3 before everyone else, using that V1 on Temi. And a big reason why they moved over to it is just there were so many stunning Vipers, and the V1 guarantees that Temi can use his gold F to iframe the stun. But now with V3 Vipers running around, not as big, and we're not seeing that same type of success coming from GG, but still something to look out for, being one of the strongest Siphon comps within NBPL.
100%. Taking a look now, we are going to be seeing XCG's NiHQ very scaled right now. Kakashi with the gold armor, NiHQ with the gold pole sword in hand. We see the gold dual blades on Kakashi as well. This is a team that is going to be a powerhouse in this final circle here, as we've seen them already put a couple of kills onto the board. They are known very well to hold their own, but I am so interested to see how this comp is going to work. Sleepwalker is an iconic monk. We've always said that when Sleepwalker's hands are coming out, very few are able to dodge them. And now that Sleepwalker being the only monk playing in this lobby, if they are able to make it closer to circle 6 and 7, I can't wait to see how many grabs are going to be able to come out of this, and to see if they are going to be able to capitalize off of it. Because one thing that does happen is you do get the grabs, but other players are going to be able to start using their ranged weapons to steal these kills away from WBG as the circle starts to close and these players are ulting closer and closer together. XCG's Kakashi taking a little bit of damage here. The twin shot from the cannon of Sleepwalker coming out, hitting Kakashi there. We are seeing a couple of these players sending shots back and forth. Cannons coming through. Bows coming through from Kakashi. He's got the blue bow in hand. We are also going to see the cavalry bloom come out. A pillar is going to get dropped from Xiaonan just in case things go a little bit sour for Kakashi and he needs to get out very fast. Shin Yu now in a lot of trouble, is going to get hit with that F2. Forced to pop that Viper or that Yushan ultimate to get out of this situation. OUG's Yu still in the game, is going to try and rotate into the circle as well, away from Team 521, but unfortunately they are just going to be running into more and more players as this circle is closing. It is getting extremely chaotic. Shinyu gonna de-ult here, is in a decent amount of trouble. They are only a duo when the rest of these teams are mostly trios. So this is going to be, they have lost their Feria, which is a very integral part of their composition.
Yeah, 23 people alive going into this endgame. A lot of the games, even in finals, came down to only 15 people. So we're seeing a little bit of a stagger here on the Holoroth. You love to see it. We see BB on top of the platform, 521, letting them know, like, wait a second, that platform's looking mighty nice. Fairy could jump in right there, take that spot, but it looks like 521's going to be rotating over a lot of buildings, a lot of terrain to use as cover with that Aurora Burst, one of the strongest J's added to the game. And one of its biggest uses is this exact situation. That giant square just makes this giant rectangle of a hitbox, and you cannot range into it. As you're seeing XCG post up with the cannons, everyone's posting up, waiting to see what happens. And with the new Moonbane being added, all these endgames just out of nowhere, this half the circle just gets consumed by a Moonbane, and everyone gets forced to these little bit of corners. It looks like BBE big chilling on top of the mound. DRG found some refuge with the Viper comp hiding inside here. Soon, the Farriers and Monks will be hitting their power spike, where they're going to have a huge advantage to pick up some extra kills. We're going to see the Farrier pumping out tons of damage with the cannon, giving the Yodom Ferio mech over and over to try to pick up some kills, secure better positions. But I'm really curious to see how WBG Sleepwalker, the solo monk team, does in this this end game. It looks like GG is going to take the ultimate low, and J Team finds 5-2-1 lacking, has Pampy against the wall. Pampy a little bit late on the ult, and it doesn't matter. He's going to get bursted through him. The Yushan's trying to peel for him, unable to, and J-Team's going to be able to pour it out here. They have to be careful right now. GG on the other side sees the weak Wu-Chan team running in, and J-Team's able to bob weave, recover from that situation. And on the outside, we have WBG and XEG sitting on the cliffside, already securing their zone rotation early. XEG taking prime location, and like I was saying before, Yodo inside that fair area, securing the high ground, raining shots from the high ground, while Shionan on that fair is trying to build up some ultimate. But now WBG catches XCG lacking. The Tesla ult's going to be coming down. They want to secure this high ground position. They want to take the best position, but the Yoda ult's going to be invested, letting them know that, hey, if you get too close, we're willing to all in you. But Kakashi is not able to get any value off this Yoda, and now he's just taking tons of poke damage from this cannon shot. XEG, WBG fighting for that ulti high. Now on the low ground, though, we got BBE and GG. It looks like Takeda CGS already investing that Takeda ult, looking for kills, and now XEG got pushed off the high ground, and now using their Yushan, trying to secure the low ground from them, but the Temi ult coming out from LXM, and XEG's just put in the blender from GG, just creating a smoothie on the low ground. Now Sleepwalker doing what he does with the double grabs across, reigning supreme on this high ground. What can challenge him? All the Farias are not up. Temi ult's gonna be invested by BBE on the other side, keeping them safe, but Sleepwalker with that F3 tethered to him, able to tank a lot of these shots, looking for another grab. All the other teams have to be confused at what is this? There's a monk still in the lobby. Sleepwalker not able to get much more than that initial grab, but they're already up to 11 kills, doing really well on this monk Tessacom.
Yeah, this monk Tessacom, they got another double grab already. It is so interesting to see how they're thriving. This takes me back to the season 1 where we completely doubted that Viper comp coming out from the original J team, and they ended up pulling some amazing things off with it. But oh my goodness, J Team's Lee with the Viper stun into the Tessus on Sleepwalker, getting dangerously low. XLY able to pick up a kill here onto Sleepwalker. J Team's Lee is going to get the kill onto Ace Yao, and just like that, 2 players of WBG going down almost immediately. DRG WX98 here is going to get hit by that Tessa F2, and now XLY on the back foot. DRG able to pick up a kill here, going back over, and it looks like WBG's Baijie very, very close to getting eliminated here, as WFZ is going to try and go for a kill. But we're seeing the Tessa Charm come out from WFZ, is going to end up getting eliminated, though, before the Charm is able to pop onto GG's CJS, investing that Takeda ultimate to pick up a lot of kills. Now seeing XCG on the high ground, trying to push them off here. DRG's WX98 as well, taking a lot of damage. Lee trying to get their player up. LXY is going to end up getting back into this game here, and I've been taking a lot of damage from that gold hang sword. Roy Hehe is going to try and peel for his teammate, but Ivan is going to go down as DRG's Moonlight as well goes down. Lee back with the ultimate, but getting dropped so low, is going to end up going down.
Wow, GG has just been a pure menace on this low ground. We're seeing the Viper teams get a ton of value in this end game with that V3, just able to come in and nuke these Titan teams down. Now GG on the Takeda with the Temio. Absolute juggernauts, double gold armor for this team. Now they're just coming up to the high ground to clean it up. 10 people alive. CGS trying to find another hit, but they're willing to recover on the ultimate low. They've done such a good job picking up all of the stragglers on the low ground, and J Team on the high ground. J Team's Lee, the OG J Team Lee on that Viper, coming back to J Team, trying to bring J-Team back to that dominance, but GG has something to say about this. Again, Takeda with another ult, and the shoves with the flamethrower absolutely barbecue them. 7 people alive. Now GG looks like they're going to be cleaning up this lobby. Already up to 12 kills. GG doing what they do, showing everyone that their Siphon is still here to stay. BBE's Temi trying to survive. Tesla ult is going to come out. GG all really, really low, but they still had the V2 zipping to keep them alive. Big Perry's going to be coming out. Last person alive, 14 kills for GG, and they secure the win from the low ground.